Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome back for those of you returning subscribers. My name is Carleen Dyer, and on my channel I like to talk about things related to health and beauty. And today I decided that I was going to talk about my fitness journey and moreover what I plan to do for 2021 to reach my goals. So if you're interested and you're curious and would like to know more, then stay tuned. So for some people, the month of January, as soon as the year begins, this is when they have these resolutions and I'm going to lose this much weight, I'm going to start going to the gym again, I'm going to hit my fitness and be serious and so on and so forth. But for me, it's always the month of March for some reason, because I feel that the summer months are not too far off, and working hard for 4 months is something I can see myself doing. And so yay, we are in the month of March and I'm taking my fitness back in a serious matter. So I have a bunch of fitness videos on my channel. I will link them down below for you to go and check them out. Things I had started to do in 2020. I was watching the amount of calories I was getting every day. I had a specific amount of macros that I wanted to hit. The percentages and all of that is detailed in some of those videos that I shot last year. So this year I decided that I want to take it a little step further. And I really want to see those abs. I want to see that 11 shape that we all love to look at, and we feel proud as women when we do achieve that. All my life I've been chasing that shape, and so I always wondered, back in the day, what is it that I was missing, that I was, not getting those abs that I wanted so much. So in any case, I've done a lot of reading, I've done a lot of research on fitness and on the subject, only to realize in order for me to reach those abs, I had to implement a few extra things. So for this year, I decided that I was going to really target my abs by, working out with weights. Apparently, in order for you to be able to see that six-pack or that 11 shape that we love so much, we have to add weight to our training in order to develop those muscles for them to grow, to be more massive. I guess that makes sense. If you want bigger arms, you would pump more iron and increase the level of intensity over time in order for you to reach whatever goal you have set for your arms. So the same goes for your abs. But I always wonder, a lot of women I see sometimes, they're skinny and thin, but they don't have those abs. And so in my research I learned that yes, it's true that you need to have a certain amount of fat on your body in order for you to see those abs. Some people say 20% body fat is enough for you to be able to see those abs. You don't need to go too much lower. A lot of times for women, that's the goal. We tell ourselves, or the trainers tell us that we have to be 15-17% body fat in order to see them. But apparently at 20% fat, you will see them. So I'm going to work towards that. And so the women who are skinny, basically the muscle needs to be developed, and some people are genetically gifted in some areas, and for my case I find that I am pretty much muscular, and so I just need to train my muscles in order for them to be more buffed and more defined. And so unfortunately for some women, genetically speaking, they've not been given those gifts of extra muscles, so they'd have to work pretty hard in order for them to develop that six-pack. But nothing is impossible. It just won't look as good as someone who's has the muscle there already, genetically speaking. I don't know if you follow my drift. In any case, so another thing I decided I was going to implement this year to lose body fat is to kind of trick my body into thinking that it is in a deficit. What I mean by that is this. In, let's say, a month, I will choose 2 weeks where I cut down calories, and then the other 2 weeks I will go back to my maintenance calories. So essentially, those 2 weeks at maintenance will be around the time when I know I will be menstruating, and so this is going to make it easier for me if I place the 2 weeks at maintenance around that time. For women, it's important to know your body and know when it's the best time to be working out and pushing and burning calories. And I find that for myself, around my period, is not the best time for me to be pushing hard at any exercises. So during those 2 weeks, I'm just going to slow it down, go back to my maintenance, and then once that's done, I'll go back to depleting or being at a deficit for the 2 weeks that are, far away from my period. So for those of you who would like to try this technique, basically, let's say you eat 2,500 calories per day and you want to lose fat, then you'd have to be at a calorie deficit in order for you to reach that goal. So let's say you remove 400 or 500 calories a day, and so then for 2 weeks you would be eating 2,000 calories each day. Come the last 2 weeks of that month, you would just simply go back to eating 2,500 calories per day and not doing extra exercises in order for your body to think that it's still in a deficit. Because then what happens over time is when we are constantly putting our body in a deficit, the body will adjust itself so that the 2,000 calories, you're no longer, it sees that as like maintenance, and so you're no longer losing weight. So oftentimes when we start a weight loss journey, we may feel that it's going down like this, but over time just plateaus and you're wondering what's going on because you're still eating less calories, but you've given enough time for your body to get used to it. And so from now on, it's figuring out that the 2,000 is normal and you're plateauing at this point. And if you want to lose more weight, you kind of like have to deplete yourself even more and be in a deficient even more. And you want to stay healthy as you're on a weight loss challenge, because you'll get off of it. I mean, we've all been there. We yo-yo all the time. And so I figured that this trick will kind of like basically trick your body into not knowing that it needs to plateau there. So 2 weeks at a deficit and then 2 weeks at maintenance. And I'm going to be aiming to do that for about 4 months. And after the 4 months, I'll probably have the 5th month where I'm at my maintenance calories, so that you can see the weight loss and you can maintain the weight loss. In my case, in my experience, I've never had any trouble losing weight, but then maintaining the weight loss, that's the challenge, because once you hit your goal, you just go back to eating and doing the things you always used to do, the things you loved, and then the weight comes back, and sometimes a little bit more. So this is what happens in a lot of people's cases. So this year I've decided I want to see those abs, and I've implemented a few more exercises in my routine in order for me to see the abs muscle develop. I went and got myself training cables in order for me to do crunches and just like be pulling on this. I have this little equipment here that goes over the door, and I will be able to do my crunches from home. And I have different color cables that represent different weights. This one is 40. I have 70 and 100. And so as I get stronger and stronger, I'm going to need heavy duty stuff. And so I prepared myself accordingly. Usually I work out 3 times a week. And so for 2021, for the next 4 months or so, I'm going to be going for 5 days a week training of any kind. So I will mix it with weight training. I will do a little bit of cardio, a little bit of stretching, resistance. So it's gonna be all like jammed up together. Another thing is the body gets used to doing the same exercises and then you don't see any more progress. So this is why I'm going to make it very difficult for my body to get used to anything by switching it up, trying different types of exercises. There are plenty of fitness gurus on YouTube, on Instagram, so I'm going to check all of these and borrow moves here and there for me to, you know, have lots of variety in the exercises that I'm going to be doing for 2021 to hit my goal. I'm not the best at tracking macros. I don't really enjoy it. Seriously, it's a hassle for me. Being a solopreneur, all the free time that I have often goes into my business, and so tracking my calories or meal planning is not my forte. I'm going to make an effort as always, but I know what I like to eat on a regular basis, and so for the, let's say, 2 weeks out of the month, I will be simply reducing the portions and laying off all of the sweets that I enjoy eating. I'm not going to cut them off completely. I don't think it's good for my mental health, I will say. But I will continue to eat them, let's say, on those 2 weeks where I'll be at maintenance. I'll definitely have sweets here and there. I'm not going too crazy. It's important during that time where you're at maintenance not to overeat, because your body may be telling you that you've been depleting me for 2 weeks, you've given me less calories, so I'm trying to make up for it. So it's important also to track, I guess, the calories that you eat at maintenance to make sure that you don't go over that. So that's going to be another extra effort. But I think in the long run, this will pay off more than if I decided to be 6 months at a deficit and then plateauing and then going back up and then back down and yo-yoing. I think with this technique, I will have long-lasting results. So I will keep you up to date with my journey, because weight loss is a journey, fitness is a journey. I believe that we should all have some kind of like fitness routine in our everyday lives in order for us to be the best healthy version of ourselves. It's important to eat right, to exercise. All this stuff makes us glow from within, you know, like a better skin, hydrating ourselves accordingly, and then working out. All this, like, it shows, you know, we glow and we look younger, we look more healthy, and this is why I promote on this channel. So here I am demonstrating how I will be doing my crunches for my abs. It is very important for us to do crunching exercises in order for us to develop that 6-packs. Here I am doing exercises for my obliques. I decided to add weights to that so that it, you know, just brings it a higher level of difficulty, and also will help me develop the oblique muscles that I so crave to get that 11 shape. And here are a few floor exercises that I will be doing, and so implementing various types of exercises in order for me to see something by the time summer comes around. So leave me a comment down below. What are your fitness goals for this year? What do you plan to do for summer body? If you plan on working on one, on getting one, let me know. So this is going to be it for this video. I hope that it's been encouraging you to take your fitness into your own hands. And let's see what happens in a few months for everyone. So if you haven't already, please hit the red button down below, subscribe to my channel, and support my channel. And while you're at it, please hit the notification bell in order for you to be notified every time I upload new content here. And while you're at it, hit the thumbs up if you enjoy the contents of my videos here, and share with your family and friends. And I'm gonna thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. And remember, be beautiful and be healthy while at it.